Hi, welcome to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. Um, they started with the. All right, yeah. So after the fire trucks, and I did my last video. Now they're using ambulances, right? Again, these sort of death threats because they want to do this to an individual or to a group of people, right? And have no accountability, no liability, right? No repercussion for the damages, the hurt that they've caused and they've done to us as TIs, or targeted individuals. And when we threaten to take any sort of action in terms of lawsuit, in terms of, uh, uh, you know, as TIs, we can't even go into the police department and say, hey, I want to press charges against these police officers for harassing me, because they'll straight out tell you that it's all in your head, right? This is what they've said. I've been through it. Okay, they'll turn you away, and they'll be like, it's all in your head and blah blah blah, right? Because again, this is their escapism. This is how they attempt to escape, right? What they have done and what they continue to do, right? Using the state using psychiatry and the psychiatric industry and psychiatrists to say, to perpetuate, right, and to cover up the coercive persuasion program that's taking place. Okay, law enforcement is used to deny target individuals from filing complaints, right, or looking into and investigating what we say is happening to us, right? And this comes from the higher ups, those that use the technology, that have created the technology, that continue to enhance the technology to use on human beings for control, the illegal implantation of people without their consent or their knowledge in order to control them, and then try to discredit them when they speak out against what's being done. Okay, so like I said, for every TI out there, it doesn't matter what they try to label you as. Okay, if you can stand up for yourself, stand up. If you can't, the rest of us who are standing up will do it for you. All right, because they think that they have this program so ingrained and they have people involved to the point where they will throw you under the bus. Family members will throw you under the bus because they're not going to go to jail for you, and that's the honest truth. In terms of, they're not going to come and tell you the truth because they know that they will be held responsible. Okay, so they all have a reason for continuing to perpetuate and continue to target you in a psychological way. Because once they become involved in targeting you, they become criminals. Okay? And so they're not going to tell you the truth, because when you begin to understand what's taking place, what's happening, right? And the people around you that are involved in your targeting and your manipulation, for whatever their reason, right? And particularly my targeting, the reason for me is, for one, they're sending me subliminal message about destroying that mentality, to where, as an individual, when you want to do things to help black people, they will attack you. They will find many ways to destroy you. Like I said, using women, using medicine, using technology. Okay, sorry about that. That's my daughter. So anyway, so they will again use any means to destroy your life. Okay, and what we as, and this part I'm speaking to black people, those who are watching my videos and those who have watched my videos, I want you guys to understand, okay, that they have been doing this to us for decades. For decades. And the use of religion is what they use to control you as a group. Meanwhile, making you blind so that you don't see the truth, so that you can't understand what's really happening, what's going on. Okay? They've done this in East Germany. It was called the Zutzazum program. It's done in China, Russia. And like I said, if you think it's not happening here in the United States, obviously you're too brainwashed and too uneducated, too ignorant to know the history of this country and how it has treated black people, how it continues to treat black people, even though we see it with our own eyes. It does not register in our mind to the point where it causes us to become angry, to the point where, just like any other group of people, right? Every other group of people have done what they're supposed to do to stop the oppression, to stop the mass killing, the mass murder of their people. But we as black people, we are taught to get on our knees, to march in the street, to get on our knees and pray. Right? Meanwhile, you see white individuals storm the United States Capitol. People get killed. But yet they want you Negroes to get on your knees and pray. Right? Why don't they say the same thing to white people? Why? White people are allowed, and a lot of times they think that they are oppressed. We as black people, we know we are oppressed. We don't think it, we know it. But just by thinking that they are oppressed, something within their mind is saying, hey, this is what we need to do. We as black people, that has been taken out of our subconscious. It has been taken out of us to make us passive and docile. And this is why we will always remain at the bottom. And I'm not saying take up arms and go start a revolution. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, because you can start a revolution in many different ways without the use of violence. But sometimes violence will have to be taken. And it is necessary. White people understand this. How come you don't? How come you don't? Like I said, I am not a turn the other cheek Negro. You see how they're attacking Farrakhan. And he's not advocating violence, just as Malcolm X, just as the Black Panther, but self-defense. Okay? So there's a reason. Listen, I'm not a well-known person. I'm a target individual. You know, and at one point in my life, I was trying to start create a business to where, hoping that it will take off and hire black people and all that stuff. You know, yeah. Not many of us have that sort of thinking. Look at all the bourgeoisie blacks. What are they doing? What are they doing? As I said, they have no social responsibility to their own people. But they feel a great social responsibility to the status quo, which is those who are power in this country, money and power, which is white people. Okay? White Americans have never given up on the idea of owning black people. Never. Okay? And we as black people, we don't have that type of mentality. And they know this. But they still don't want us to have economic equality, political power. This is why immigration is being used against us. Dr. Claude Anderson speaks about this. But because they have us under a spell, not just psychologically, but also with the use of these technology, right? Silent sound spectrum. Understand this. I've been trying to tell you guys this for how many years now? But, you know, hey, what do I know, right? I'm crazy. Okay. Yeah. When you guys understand what's coming down the pipe, actually, it's already here. But when it gets to the point where they feel that they can uh, do it in a manner in which they know that you won't do anything because you've been so conditioned, so controlled, so manipulated, you'll look back at some of these videos on YouTube or wherever else. Because it's not just me, there's many people talking about this. Okay? Even those who are, they may not even know that they're TI or targeted individual. The more and more people are waking up, but it's not enough and it's not fast enough. We all got to do our part. Right? And like I said, if you can't do it, then that's okay too. And everybody is built to fight the battle. And everybody is built to go to war and die. Right? And everybody's built that way. We all play different parts, but we all contribute. Some do it loudly, some do it silently. Just being alive and staying strong, that's contributing to the battle. All right?